Alright guys, this is going to be part 2 of my road trip video, even though I'm not on the road today. Went and picked up the item I needed, and it was so late, the time I got up there, 4:45, and I was just ready to get back home. I was looking at a 2.5 hour drive. It took us about 30 minutes to load it. And before I show you what I went to get, I'll show you what happened to me the other day. The reason I had to get this, which I've kind of been wanting to get one for a while, but I just hadn't found the right deal on one. So let me show you what happened the other day when I was in the hayfield. So the other day I was in the hayfield, and my pulley and shaft came out, and you can see where it's been welded around. What happened was, years ago, this case got broke. It should have had a lip with a snap ring that held the bearing into it, and the lip got broke off of it. So we've been having to tack the bearing into the case. So it just got to the point where it held for about 4 years, and then I brought it home. I re-tacked it, but I never could get the rod where I needed. A lot of the case has already been melted off. So it was to the point where it was either going to be to replace this hay rake, which I hate to, because it's a good hay rake. I mean, for what we use it for, it does a pretty good job. Or buy another one. Or, yeah, replace it with another hay rake, which the 3-point hitch hay rakes is about the only kind that I can use, due to the fact that these fields I've got are like right up on woods and all, and you have to be able to pick it up to turn it around. Or try to find a gearbox to fit this one. So I found a hay rake just like this on Craigslist. It's actually in a little better shape, because this one, the tires are bad. This wheel's bad on this side. The wheel's rotten right around the valve stem. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it right there. And you can see this is bent pretty good here. So anyway, I found one on Craigslist. They wanted $1,250 for it, and it was in pretty good shape. Like, it had good tires and paint was still good on it. So I was gonna go get that one. And then I had to work last weekend instead of being able to take off Saturday and go get it. So Sunday I get on Craigslist and do a search, and this time I don't put in for pictures. Usually I put in search with ads with pictures, because you want to kind of know what you're looking at, you know, see what you're getting. Well, I did a search without the pictures, and it come up with Massey Ferguson 3-point hay rake, needs work, $350. So I called the guy up Sunday evening when I got home, and I said, what kind of work does this thing need? He said, oh, it's been welded on a little bit, and the PTO shaft, he didn't really tell me about that, but the PTO, the end shaft's missing on it. The guy never did bring it to him. So I said, well, that's fine. I said, how's the gearbox on this thing? He said, well, let me look. See, he went over there and looked at it. He said, it looks pretty good, except for the bushing. Y'all can tell the bushing's pretty wore on this thing. But as far as everything else goes, he said, look good. I said, well, that's good. That's what I'm looking for. And I'll be over there Monday evening to get it. So that was my road trip to come get this thing. $350. I'm gonna end up getting the gearbox off of it. Probably one of these wheels, because one of them is bent like one of mine. Get around here where I can show you. Probably get this wheel carriage off of it. Jump down. Oh. Because as you can see, that one's been all to hell. It's even worse than mine. But this one's still good and straight. Well, pretty straight. So I'll probably go ahead and get this wheel thing off, swap. Get the gearbox off. And it has had a lot of welding done to it. You can see where it's been patched here and there, and the bars have been patched on. But I don't know why or how the damn bars would have broke on this thing. I mean, that whole section there. Whoop, can you see it? Just about every one of these bars has been broke on it at some point or another. All right, now this bar up here is a non-movable bar. And it looks like just the little rods have been welded and gusted. Let's go look at this one out here. So again, I think what I'm going to be able to do is just use the parts off of it and just scrap the rest, because mine has got good tines on it. I think I actually have some new spare tines for it. And the bars are good. I do remember seeing something that was re-welded, but none of the bars up here has got weld on it. I can't remember what it was. You can see all the bars down here are good. They're not messed up. Well, this one's been patched on and guessing reinforced, but that ain't no biggie. This one too. So at least two of them have broke over the years. So I think what I'm gonna do is just replace this one with that other one. I was going to just swap out the whole brackets, but I don't think they'll work. It appears like one of them's here and one of them's this way. So, and I'm going to change out the gearbox. So that is the plan. Another thing that happened was it broke the joint on where it's hooked to the tractor when it flopped out. So this piece here, the springs broke in it, and we've been having to pull up and put this cart key right here, put it in this hole right here and get it to come up. We just drilled a hole through here where we could put a card pin, and I think I'm gonna try to replace that if I can find a new one at Tractor Supply maybe. I've got to replace the U-joint anyway. So other than that, guys, that is the reason I went on that trip, and yeah, had some fun. I'll show you this new trailer tar. This trailer tar cost me $160, but the guy, he had to go by Walmart to get it because he didn't have any 15-inch tires. It cost him $138 at Walmart just for the tire. He wasn't going to charge me but $150, and I just didn't feel like $12 was enough to pay for his time to go into Walmart and plus change it out. So I give him $160, and I kind of felt bad about that. Should have given him a little more, but it's a Goodyear. I ain't real wild about Goodyears, but it's a Goodyear Marathon, so it don't match anything I got, but it is the right size. The tire that blew out was a size smaller than all the rest, and it was dry rotted. It was dry rotted right about where it split, right at the tread line. So I just got lucky, really. It did, when it blew out, it did take my wires, broke my wires on my lights, but I had these lights on anyway, so it ain't no biggie. But I was lucky I was at that exit where that tire place was at, because if I'd been downtown Atlanta, I would have been, I don't know what, I'd been screwed. That's all I could say. I would have been screwed. But it lasted almost 150 miles. I think I said about 100 miles in the video, but actually it was, I wasn't but 30 minutes away. It's 170 something miles up there. So it was almost 150 miles, and I was running 65 to 70 mile an hour all the way up there. So alright guys, well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'll try to get some video of tearing this stuff down. It's not too hard, but you know, it It is a little bit of work. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.